Captain Zero. Research explorer in time and space. Somewhere, in a remote, uncharted region of the planet called Earth, stands the laboratory of Captain Zero. In this secret location, known only to a few in the outside world, Captain Zero and his associates experiment in time and space to learn from the past, to plan for the future.
Contact has been established. We now transmit you direct to the laboratory of Captain Zero. Please stand by.
That's it. Micro.
Yes, sir.
Send Jet up to my laboratory immediately.
I will if I can wake him up, Captain.
You mean he's fallen asleep again?
Out like a light. Guess he still hasn't recovered from that trip out in space yesterday.
Okay, let him sleep. But put Tetro in charge of the electro chamber, and you come up here instead. On the double.
Yes, sir. What's up, Captain?
We're going to activate the time machine back to the year 451 A.D.
451 A.D.? That's over 1,500 years ago.
I know. Stand by.
What's so important about the year 451 A.D.?
The Battle of Chalon. One of the most decisive battles since the beginning of time, and the first major turning point in the history of the civilized world.
First major turning point in the history of the civilized world? What do you mean?
Look, for the first time in history, Europe was united into two camps. The great Roman Gothic army against the warring tribes of Attila the Hun. Civilization against barbarianism. Christianity against paganism. The East against the West.
Well, just who was this Attila the Hun?
One of the most ruthless and feared barbarians of all time. The terror of all Europe for over 20 years. He called himself the Scourge of God. Believed he was put on Earth to punish the human race.
Sounds like he did a pretty good job of it.
Well, he certainly hastened the downfall of the Roman Empire.
You mean he defeated the Romans?
No, the Romans won.
Well, then what are you so concerned about? Why risk going back into time over 1,500 years just to find out what you already know?
Because there's something I don't understand. Attila should have won that battle. He had more warriors, better horsemen, superior archers and javelin throwers, and he was fighting on a battlefield of his own choice. Yet he lost.
Well, how do you account for that?
I don't. But there are indications that something happened on the eve of battle, causing great fear and apprehension in the camp of Atilla. We're going back and find out what it was. Set the time machine for the year 451 A.D., the plains of Chalon in Gaul.
Yes, sir. Where's Gaul?
That's the ancient name for France. Increase the voltage to 8.997 and stand by to activate the cycle reactor.
Yes, sir.
Tetro.
Yes, sir.
Stand by for operation of the time machine.
Yes, sir.
Nuclear reaction up 12.773.
Yes, sir.
Klystron output 9.881.
Yes, sir.
Synchronize your settings, Micro.
Yes, sir.
Set the Trilotron at 43.772.
Right.
Stand by. Activate the cycle reactor. Good. We're cracking the fourth dimension and projecting back into time.
I hope nothing blows up.
1900, 18, 17, 16. Fuel output up 65.
Awfully high, Captain.
Up 65, micro.
Yes, sir.
1200. We're going back. 10, 9, 8. Increase control and discharge. Hold it. What's your rise time?
Steady up, Captain. Don't think you're going to make it. You better cut her down.
Increase cathode impedance. Hold it. Double the rise time. 600, 500.
We're getting awfully hot, Captain. Something's going to blow.
Steady. Pick up the plate current. Hold it. Good. Cut the cycle reactor and lock it. Double the power, Citro.
Oh, I'm glad I don't work here every day. We make it?
According to the instruments, we're projecting back in the year 451 AD right now. Set the language rectifier for ancient Scythian. But first, set the sound wave segregator and patch it into the time machine audio so we can hear what's going on.
Yes, sir. All set, sir.
Good. Stand by to activate the view screen. Bring up the plate current.
Yes, sir.
Increase the beat frequency. Check the rise time. Something's coming in. We're right on target. There it is. The camp of Attila the Hun on the plains of Chalon in the year 451 AD. That tent with a banner on it must be his headquarters. Stand by to refocus to a close-up.
Yes, sir. All set, Captain.
Rome, the great Roman Empire. Nothing but an empty shell which we shall crush and stamp to bits. At the first sign of daybreak, Edecon, we attack the Roman armies encamped across the plain. They had best sleep well, for on the morrow they sleep forever.
Yeah, my lord. But even our own men are restless this night. The battle at Orleans was not in our favor. We were forced to retreat.
Hold your tongue, Edecon, ere I cut it out. One does not go to war to die, but to enjoy the fruits of victory. We fight best on the plains, not in walled cities. That is why I ordered the retreat. Look, Edecon. From the Volga River to the Danube, I have united the warring tribes of the Hun under one banner, the banner of Attila. The Ostrogoths and most of the Visigoths are loyal to us, as well as the Gepidae, the Vandals, most of the Franks, and what's left of the Burgundians. All of Germany and Scythia are ours. We do not stop now. It is not for nothing I spent my youth in Rome learning of her rottenness. And now not even the great General Aetius can save her.
But what of other walled cities?
Look, Edecon. Even as the sand of the desert covers all in its path, so shall the Huns blanket the cities of the earth. Those who dare to resist will learn why they call me the Scourge of God.
Yeah, but Rome has been in power for centuries.
The grandeur of Rome. Already the emperors of both the East and the West pay homage to Attila the Hun. Now, they will give up their crowns or I take them Still on their heads. Attila the Hun will rule the world or strike the bones of its people over the face of the earth.
You seem certain the men will follow you.
Even as you were the Khan. The sword. Do I not have the sword of Mars?
Yeah, 'tis true. In whosever reign the sword of Mars is found, he shall rule the world. Would that I had such a weapon.
It is not for the likes of you, Wedekan. Go. Prepare the men for battle.
Yeah, my lord.
I will await the dawn alone.
Come.
They will follow the sword of Mars.
Wow, that boy is really tough. One of the toughest in history.
What's all this business about a sword?
You mean the sword of Mars?
Yeah.
Well, you know that Mars was the ancient Roman god of war.
Yeah?
Seems that in ancient times, Mars lost his sword. And according to an old Scythian legend, in whosever reign the sword of Mars is found, that king shall rule the world. Now, all the Huns believe the legend. And that's one reason they followed Attila.
Yeah, well, with a sword like that in his hand, I'd be persuaded to follow him myself. Well, aren't you going to shut down the time machine, Captain?
No, I want you to materialize me back to the tent of Attila the Hun.
What?
Something strange happened this night, Micro, causing fear in the camp of Attila. And I intend to find out what it was.
Now, wait a minute, Captain. That Atilla just as soon lop your head off as look at you.
Stand by to activate the materialization chamber.
Yes, sir. It's going to be mighty lonely around here without you, Captain.
I can take care of myself.
Wait a minute, Captain. It's pretty far back for a materialization. Maybe we'd better test it. After all, I'd hate to see you get lost somewhere in time.
Maybe you're right. Let's try that chair.
Deal. Okay.
Stand by to materialize.
Microwave condensers are opening. Turboid activity's increasing. Voltage is building up. Spark gaps are closing, and... Wait a minute!
What's wrong?
You've got me.
Petro, what's happening down there?
One of the high new coils burned out, Captain, so I cut down the materialization unit from here.
Okay, we'll be right there. Let's go down and help him. Leave the switch on. We can activate it from below.
All right.
Hello, Captain. Micro.
Hi, Jed.
Hi, Jed.
You finally woke up, huh?
Yeah, I really didn't mean to fall asleep, but...
It's all right. Forget it.
Where are you going?
Down to the electro chamber. Just sit tight and don't touch anything. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Good.
Man, I'm tired. What's a chair doing in here?
Okay, Micro. That should do it. Switch on the materialization units.
All set, sir. Well, the chair dematerialized all right.
Let's activate the view screen back to the camp of Attila and make sure it arrived. Then we'll see if we can bring it back here.
All right, sir.
There's Attila, but I don't see the chair.
Persia too shall feel the sharp edge of my blade. India soon will fall begging on her knees, and the grass will never grow again where my horse's hooves trod.
Jet! Oh, no! He must have been in the materialization chamber.
Can't you reverse materialize and bring him back?
Not a chance. If I attempt to materialize him in, I'll get Atilla in here, too. We just have to wait for an opportunity.
Beneath the thunder of our horses' hooves, the Great Wall of China will come crashing to the ground, while the swords and spears of my tribesmen crumble their great armies of the Khans. Like the swirling sands of the desert that bore us, the Huns shall engulf the world. And the Roman Empire will be the first. From the China Sea to the Pillars of Hercules, Attila the Hun will rule the world.
Attila the Hun?
Pull!
Captain!
Edicon!
Yeah, my lord. What is this?
A Roman spy.
But so young.
The better to deceive us.
And his dress.
The Romans are clever.
Yeah. We cannot afford to take chances. Shall I dispose of him?
No. Lop off his ears and send him back as an example.
With pleasure. Might I use the sword of Mars?
No. Use your own sword. Hold!
Guard! The spy! After him!
He will not go far. The camp of Atilla is well armed this night. In my own tent.
Master!
Fool! The spy was in my own tent. Go, find him quickly.
Yeah. Guards, hold. That way.
He will not go far. My men will catch him and cut him to bits. Dawn will soon break. I need rest. Tomorrow's battle will mean the end of the Roman Empire.
Good evening, Mr. Atilla.
So there you are. We have been looking for you.
You mean me?
Do you care to join me on my throne?
Well, thanks, but I think I'll just stay here.
Come here, you Roman spy. Quick, the spy. Under the throne, push it over. Lop off his head.
Yeah.
Captain Zero!
He's gone. Disappeared.
Go. Find him quickly.
Yeah.
Get him, Captain? I think so. Watch the chamber.
Yes, he's coming in. Good, he's in.
Golly, thanks, Captain. I thought I was done for.
It was close, Jet. And I certainly hope you've learned to be more careful where you fall asleep.
Yes, sir.
Say, Captain, we still haven't found out why Atilla lost that battle.
You're right. Refocus the view screen.
Yes, sir.
The sword of Mars. Where is it?
I do not know, my lord.
You have hidden it for yourself. Produce it at once.
I do not have it, my lord.
You lie. Find it or you'll die.
Yeah, my lord.
Strange, the happenings of this night. Sword of Mars has vanished. It is an evil omen and bodes no good for the morrow's battle.
So that's it.
So what's what?
The sword of Mars disappeared on the eve of battle. And without their symbol of superiority, the superstitious Huns became fearful and so lost the Battle of Chalon.
It's a good thing for the world that they did. Captain, do you suppose Edicon took that sword?
It's got me.
Well, what happened to it?
I don't know.
I do.
Oh?
Sure. Here it is. I grabbed it just as you started to materialize me back.
Hi, boys and girls. Greetings, fellow Z-men. I want to tell you how you can become a commissioned officer of the Zero Explorers in time and space and receive an official space passport and identification card. This passport entitles you to travel in accredited spaceships to any planet in our solar system. It also contains my official signature and photograph, as well as regulations for space travel and procedure for a rocket ship blastoff. Just send your name and address to me, Captain Zero, in care of this station. Your letter will be forwarded to my laboratory by guided missile, and I will immediately send you your official space passport and identification card. So, till we meet again, fellow Z-men, good luck in time and space.
Be sure to be standing by when we again transmit you to this remote location on the planet Earth, where Captain Zero and his associates will conduct another experiment in time and space.